Hello. I've almost finished this, Gumball, whatever Gumball event thing. It's basically just you use a bunch of gobble gums to get better gobble gums. All of the gums in this game are consumable, so it's kind of like back in Black Ops 3, there were classics, and you could just use the classics infinitely. There was no number on them, like stock option, arsenal accelerator. These were classic ones that you could just use at any point, and they were always free. Like they were never consumables. But now even like stock option and these kind of ones, granted these are much more powerful than they used to be. Not stock option, but arsenal accelerator, because field upgrades are just a thing that you spawn in with now. But I never find that I really need gobble gums that much. They don't feel very good in this game. I've been using some of the whimsical ones just to get past some of the ones. Might as well use the ones that don't actually help me. Completed the Christmas event as well, obviously. This is pretty easy. Also, I didn't even notice this the first time. These are the most AI-generated trash. What is this? Look at that. Last time I checked, Saint Nick got 6 fingers. I remember the first day I saw this, I was like, man, that looks horridly ugly. Why is he got all those weird holes in him? It's freaky, it's gross, I don't like it. That's because it's AI generated. I should have known. It's just kind of disappointing, because now I'm like questioning everything. Like, look at this. I don't know, man, something about that. And like coming down into the store too. Imagine paying for this, man. Paying money for AI. Look at this. You're telling me it's just a little bit too slick, a little bit too clean, you know? It's got that like shine to it. You're paying money for that? I mean, I don't think this is AI generated because, you know, I don't think an AI can generate this. Because now I'm like questioning everything, man. I'm questioning every damn loading screens especially. They seem to really just not even care about the loading screens. And some of them don't even look good. Man, you couldn't have like edited out the 6 fingers. And then look at his right hand too. What's going on over there? I've got diamond on a lot of the assault rifles now, finally. I've discovered the best method to get diamond right now. 30 special eliminations on all of the assault rifles. Actually, not all of the assault rifles, all of the guns in the game. And at first I was like, okay, special eliminations, so like parasites and vermin and stuff. No! They're talking about goddamn manglers. Manglers and doppelgasts, I think, are the only 2 special enemies in the game, which is quite the task. 30 on all of the guns, basically. I think it's 33 guns, so 30 eliminations on 33 guns. It wasn't too difficult before, but they made it to where, if you've ever done high rounds on Liberty Falls, you know that like a trillion manglers spawn. And I think manglers are stupid. I think they keep reusing manglers over and over again. I don't like their stupid cannon. In this game especially, the cannon is really like difficult to avoid, and it very frequently goes through things. Look at it, he's back. He's back for me to make fun of it. Like, I can see some use for some smaller indie developers. You're making like I don't know, because I watch like a lot of indie horror games. If you're like, you know, some dude from like Botswana or something, you don't speak very good English, you know, it's hard to voice act. I'll give you a pass. I mean, I'll still kind of hear it and go like, oh man, like it sounds like shit. It's lifeless and it sounds like nothing. I'll give you a little bit of a pass. I'm gonna wince and cringe at it. It's kind of like seeing a Cybertruck out in the open. It's like, oh man, my day isn't ruined, but I'm like, I just wish I didn't, you know? But you are telling me Activision Blizzard, like the biggest company in gaming, you couldn't have hired out of your many billions of dollars a dude to like draw your loading screens or something. Given somebody employment. Recently they nerfed the amount of manglers that spawn on Liberty Falls. Like by the time you're getting consistent mangler spawns, like 2 or 3 per round, your bullet guns just don't do any damage. I think this is now the new best method. You go onto Terminus or any directed mode really, and get to like round 11 or 12, I think. So do the Easter egg up until you get a round cap of 12. And then just as you're working on another gun, grab whatever weapon you're trying to get special eliminations on. And you'll get once per round, so like every 36-ish zombie kills, you'll get a mangler spawn. Oh my god. I hate the Terminus mystery box spawns too. My god. They spawn in a different zip code. So far, this is a million times faster than any other method I've seen. The only thing about looking up YouTube videos for camo challenge guides and stuff is that the game is changing too frequently, and the like best strategy is constantly changing. It's another mangler. There we go. And then you just kill off the zombies for the round, and then another one will spawn. And the best part about this is that you can just save and quit at any point in the game and come back. Not any point, you do have to wait for the round to end, but since the rounds end so quickly, and it stays on 12 forever, I do like the save and quit feature. I think that is kind of a nice thing, because I remember when I was doing high rounds on Black Ops 3, that shit was scary, man. Because you would just you'd like, okay, I've been playing for 7 straight hours, and I'm on like round 95 or something. I want to go to bed. I'm going to to pause my game and just hope to God that my computer just remains intact overnight. So being able to save and quit is actually a really nice feature. I realized there's no mystery box sound. There's no mystery box music or fire sale music. I remember there was like some weird copyright with the mystery box music back in, I think it was Black Ops 2, I want to say. Like, it was something about like YouTubers would get copyright claimed anytime they would get a fire sale in a video. Something about Treyarch or Activision not actually having the rights to the fire sale music, but still being able to use it, or maybe it was some like bot that would claim your video. But that doesn't mean we couldn't have gotten like a revamped jingle. Also, a pro tip for camo grinding in zombies, just turn off game dialogue. It makes this so much less headache inducing, not hearing the same shitty quote over and over again. Something about Weaver too, he's the character I'm playing as right now because I have this like zombie skin for him. But man, Weaver, I feel like his script is AI generated, you know? Again, not to get too like constantly trying to find AI in things that might not be AI, but I don't know. Is it AI or is it just bad script writing? Oh, okay, there we go. Diamond on another one. Also, if my voice sounds kind of weird, there's more like cuts in the video than there normally is. I'm having a slightly hard time speaking for consistent periods of time. My tonsils will just choke me all of a sudden mid-sentence, and I can't do anything about this. So I just have to like stop speaking. So I take very long pauses in between speaking. It's not too bad. I'm not like in pain or anything. It's just kind of annoying. So I usually have some kind of hard candy in my mouth. So that's why it sounds kind of weird, and there are more cuts than usual. There's also more cuts than usual because I've realized it's really hard to speak and play at the same time. This isn't too difficult because I'm not really doing anything that's like stressful. But when I like kick on the rampage inducer or I'm like doing the Easter egg stuff, I'm going back in the editing. You never realize how frustrating it is to hear your own speech patterns while you're playing these games. But I tend to take really long pauses in between sentences. I don't know why. I have trouble. My mind like, oh, there we go. This is a gun I need. Basically, playing any game, I'm very silently commentating to myself, even if I'm not like recording or talking to anybody. I don't know why. It just helps me think and like process information better. But the second I turn on recording, I go into like so much more silent. My tonsils have always caused me like a little bit of problems while speaking. Not nearly as much lately. Something's got them way worse, and they're kind of like gagging me all the time in the middle of talking. And what's annoying is that anytime I get like excited or passionate about something, specifically speaking about something that I'm like excited about, they like enlarge my throat or something, and then I can't speak. My body has like a built-in anti-yap control. It's like, oh no, you've started talking about his hyperfixation. Let's close his fucking throat so he can't speak. Anytime anybody asks me about like anything that I am passionate about, my throat just closes up on me, and then I start gagging. One time my dad asked me who Tommy Iommi was, and I almost threw up. Got 6 special kills already. It's not a whole lot, but it's a whole lot more than you would have gotten if you were just playing the game normally. It also might be because I always turn on the rampage inducer. I can't. I got to have the rounds go fast, man. If I turn off the rampage inducer, my brain just goes like, you are a pussy, is what you're saying right now. And then I die on round 7. I like the diamond camo in this game. The opal camo specifically. I think the multiplayer camo is very similar, but the diamonds are like smaller on it. It is extremely satisfying to see that critical kill, like number X multiplier thing pop up. It is very nice. I was watching the Liberty Falls speedrun. They got it down to like 14 minutes when I saw it last. It's like, god damn. With no gobblegums. That is nuts. Even with gobblegums, that's nuts. But I was watching the speedrunners play. It's like, it's foul. It is vile. The shots they're able to hit. Like, you're playing zombies, man. I get it. Speedrunning is like a very competitive thing. But like, god damn. Like, you have so much, so much aiming skill. And you came to speedrun Liberty Falls. And all the strategies I've seen for Terminus and stuff, you're supposed to sit in this little room because it has the fastest spawn rate, and that is good for getting headshots. Sitting in here seems to bug the mangler spawn a lot of the time, and sometimes he just won't spawn and the round won't end. So I find that doing that on any round above round 10, which is when the manglers start to spawn in, is kind of a pain in the ass. They got that old Verrucht sound effect. God, Verrucht used to scare me so much. It's funny, Verrucht is like one of my favorite maps in Zombies. Specifically, the World at War Verrucht. That might be the most difficult map in Zombies. The World at War Zombies were very buggy. and they have an insane hit radius that just like sucks you into them. They grab you. They have like a gravity attack or something. Terrifying. And that's why I think I love Verrucht. When I first played Noct back in World at War, it wasn't even me who played it. It was my dad and my uncle who first booted up Noct, and I had nightmares about it. I was terrified of it, but I was also just so intrigued. Killing Nazis is already a fond American pastime, but I get to kill zombies as well? Well, let me tell you, I was sold on that concept. Unfortunately, I was very young and horrified. I mean, I think old zombies was much scarier. This zombie's like, ever since probably Black Ops 3, the zombies has not really been scary at all. I think the 2 maps that always instilled the most fear in me, or actually 3, was Verrucht, Shinonuma, and Mob of the Dead. Something about those like claustrophobic corners freaks me out a lot. In a good way. I think zombies should be a little bit scary. I think lately it's gotten a little too goofy. I do yearn for some of the simpler times. Not always, because I love Shadows of Evil, Der Eisendrache, Origins, all of those maps. I think they're great maps. Like, man, just give me like this little area right here. Like, close off that door. Maybe close off that door. And just give me this little area. I don't know, maybe it's not that interesting, but I think I like that kind of way of zombies. It also reminds me, oh god, of old World at War custom maps. Those were good times back when I played those. I would watch all like the Vanoss gaming videos from like 15 years ago of them playing World at War Zombies maps. And I still remember it. UGX.com was the place you would go for World at War Zombies maps. I remember when Black Ops 3 modded maps were out, I still played World at War because my computer was shit. My computer is still kind of shit. On the bright side, I almost never play any taxing games. I've said this before, but I only play like 3 games. 3 game franchises is all I ever play. I play Call of Duty, I play Elder Scrolls, and I play Fallout. I never pivot. Modern Warfare 3, actually, I bought that on my computer. And my computer it did not like it. The last Modern Warfare 3 specifically. I was trying everything. I got my dad to help me. We went out to go buy more RAM for it. Me and my dad had to figure out how to install a RAM stick. It's like watching 2 baboons try to make a Microsoft account. It was rough. I am a very much not at all tech savvy person. I do not like computers. I get very frustrated with computers when they don't do what I tell them to. I do not like it when the machines disobey me. I would run the game and I would probably be able to play for like 30 to 45 minutes. It would crash so bad to where the only way that I could turn it off was to disconnect it from power. And then I'm playing fucking Google Roulette. Why am I having this problem with my computer? Getting a trillion different answers, going through a million snarky Reddit comments. Luckily, my neighbor is like a PC like programmer guy. I sent him over my specs and he's like, yeah, you have literally the bare minimum to run this game. The only thing I can do right now is hit the box over and over again to see if I can get the only other gun I have to get gold right now, or diamond, I mean. I'm not going to do that because I do not trust my box luck. Go do something a little bit more engaging instead of just yapping over generic zombies gameplay. Not much more to do really during the camo grinding phase. I usually just sit here and watch YouTube videos. I try to style my content over like that kind of old school style of cut commentary type videos from old Call of Duties. The original yapping. Good times. Back when people would just play Call of Duty, turn on a camera, just talk about fucking random bullshit. I gotta take this damn loading screen off, man. It's embarrassing to look at. I'll never get over the 6 fingers. Like, you telling me nobody noticed that? I remember I was looking at these images. It's like this. What's going on with their arms, man? Again, I wouldn't be like too pissed off at it if it wasn't a giant mega corporation with billions of dollars to spare, constantly laying people off just because they don't feel like paying them. My controller seems to have fixed itself. I was playing this the other day and my controller was just doing this thing. I don't know what the hell it was. It was almost like stick drift, but it was super intense stick drift. All of a sudden my camera would just be like shooting over here randomly. I still use a PS4 controller. I, for the life of me, cannot get used to the PS5 controller, which sucks because I have to download the PS4 versions of every single game because I just cannot use the PS5 controller. I do not like it. I hold the controller in a very weird way that makes it kind of painful to hold. Hold on, let me see if can I demonstrate this? Hang on, my amazing artistical abilities. This is like my hand, like the palm of my hand, and then my pointer finger comes up and over and does this weird arch thing. And I have another one over here, because I do actually have 2 hands, and it's doing the same thing. And I have back paddles on my controller, so my ring fingers come around the back like this. This looks like shit. And my thumb This is so shit. This looks fucking awful. This looks so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, hold on. It's coming together. It's like a stick figure. My ring fingers are coming around underneath. However, with this controller, right, my thumbs come around like this, my ring fingers come around, and this weird little like sharp webbing part is like, it's very sharp for some reason, and it hurts. It cuts into my ring fingers. My amazing artistic demonstration. Don't fucking save that. My amazing artistic demonstration. And also, using the PS5 controller, you don't get back paddles. On Amazon, you can buy like $20 paddles for the back of your PS4 controller, and you can just plug them in. They're official Sony branded controller paddles. You just plug them into the bottom of your controller, and they just work. They don't have that for the PS5. Not that I know of. Not any official ones anyway. But they do have the like $300 PS4 Pro or PS5 Pro controller. So I'm not gonna spend that much money on a controller, man. I'm dangerous with controllers, man. I get pissed. I've broken a few in the past. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I used to get much angrier at games, or much more physically angry at games. I played Sekiro. I broke a controller over that. I was fighting the demon of hate. I remember it. I was so pissed off. I got him down to like the last health bar or something, and he got me right at the end, and I remember I slammed the controller. This was like my 50th time trying to kill that dude. I don't know what I did. I meant to slam the controller into my chair, and I slammed it directly into my left nut, and it was awful. It hurt so damn bad, and the controller stopped working after that. I forgot what didn't work. It was like the sprint button or one of the joysticks stopped working. That's why I'm not gonna buy one of those scuff controllers. I'm too scared. What if it happens again? I'm like the Incredible Hulk, except instead of being a superhero, I just have anger issues. Well, this is the worst. I'm gonna die down here. We're gonna pop Killjoy. Shit, no we're not. Oh my, okay man. That's kind of a shit gobblegum, I'm not gonna lie. Ouch! Oh my god. I suck so bad. It's round 11, 12.